大きく変化する日本を取り巻く安全保障環境。平成28年も防衛省・自衛隊は国内外ともにさまざまな活動に取り組みました。では、その主な取り組みについて振り返ってみます。
A Chinese Navy intelligence gathering vessel repeatedly navigated back and forth near the contiguous zone southeast of the Boseol Peninsula in February 2016. In June 2016, a Chinese Navy combatant vessel entered Japan's contiguous zone north of the Senkaku Islands. In the same month, a Chinese Navy intelligence gathering vessel sailed through Japan's territorial waters west of Kuchinoe-Rabu Island. Subsequently, the vessel sailed within Japan's contiguous zone north of Kita-Daito Island and then repeatedly navigated back and forth in waters south of the Senkaku Islands. Due to such circumstances, the MOD and the SDF is working to strengthen the collaboration with relevant ministries and agencies, for example by sharing information obtained through warning and surveillance activities with the Japan Coast Guard. As for defending Japan's remote islands, it is very important to obtain and ensure maritime supremacy and air superiority. The Maritime Self-Defense Force will acquire P-1 fixed-wing patrol aircraft, SH-60K patrol helicopters and other equipment. Regarding reinforcement of the defensive posture in the southwestern region as of January 2016, the Air Self-Defense Force relocated a fighter squadron to Naha Air Base, joining one other squadron based there, and formed the 9th Air Wing. The Ground Self-Defense Force established a camp on Yonaguni Island and formed the Yonaguni Coast Observation Unit in March. Through these initiatives, the MOD and the SDF will develop the mechanisms to steadily obtain and ensure maritime supremacy and air superiority. They will continue persistent intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance operations, and develop an immediate response posture in case of contingencies. In response to North Korea's advance notification for an intended launch of an Earth observation satellite received on February 2, 2016, through the International Maritime Organization and the International Civil Aeronautics Organization, the next day the MOD issued the Order for Destruction Measures Against Ballistic Missiles in preparation for any unforeseen contingencies. Through this order, the MOD deployed destroyers equipped with SM-3 missiles in both the Sea of Japan and the East China Sea, and the PAC-3 units on Ishigaki Island and Miyakojima, as well as within the Tokyo metropolitan area, while the PAC-3 units deployed on the Okinawa main island maintained their readiness at their own bases. The MOD and the SDF also took every necessary measure, including dispatching the GSDF units to the southwestern islands for collecting damage information and consequence management in case any debris were to fall from the sky. With respect to the ballistic missile launch, disguised as a satellite on February 7th, the MOD and the SDF transmitted launch information from shared early warning, the various SDF radar units and other systems to the Prime Minister's office and other agencies, while simultaneously carrying out information gathering to identify any damage caused by this incident. North Korea has conducted ballistic missile launches repeatedly since March as well. The MOD and the SDF continues to remain vigilant in conducting thoroughgoing intelligence collection as well as warning and surveillance activities in order to respond to any possible situations, whilst closely cooperating with the United States and the Republic of Korea. In dealing with attacks by guerrillas or special forces, the MOD and the SDF promptly establishes an information-gathering posture and responds to those attacks with particular emphasis on warning and surveillance to prevent invasions in coastal areas, protection of key facilities, and searching and destroying of invading guerrillas or special forces. The GSDF continues to conduct exercises nationwide with each prefectural police and has been strengthening such collaboration by, for example, conducting field exercises at nuclear power plants throughout the country since 2012. Joint exercises in dealing with suspicious vessels are also continuously conducted between the MSDF and the Japan Coast Guard. Furthermore, the GSDF has designated personnel to take initial action in the event of extraordinary disasters in order to allow operations to begin within approximately 1 hour. In order to maintain the order of open and stable seas and to ensure the safety of maritime transport, the MOD and the SDF promotes various kinds of initiatives, such as implementing counter-piracy activities, providing capacity-building assistance to coastal countries alongside the sea lanes, and increasing joint training and exercises in a variety of opportunities through close cooperation with the ally and partners. In addition, in relation to China, consultation meetings have been held between the defense authorities of both countries towards early commencement of implementation of the maritime and air communication mechanism in order to avoid and prevent the recurrence of unexpected situations. In April 2016, 2 earthquakes measuring 6.5 and 7.3 struck in the Kumamoto region in Kumamoto Prefecture. In addition, over 2,000 Japanese seismic level 1 or above events were recorded in areas centering on Kumamoto and Oita prefectures. As a result of the seismic activity, many structures were significantly damaged or destroyed. In the aftermath, numerous mudslides also occurred. Responding to the disaster relief dispatch requests from the governors of Kumamoto and Oita, the MOD and the SDF formed a joint task force with GSDF, MSDF and ASDF and carried out life-saving operations and livelihood support activities by deploying a total of approximately 814,000 personnel. Upon request from the Minister for Foreign Affairs, the SDF will protect Japanese nationals overseas and other parties in the country concerned, and safely guide them to aircraft, ships or vehicles and safely transport them. With respect to the attack in Dhaka, Bangladesh, which occurred in July 2016, the SDF transported the bodies of 7 Japanese victims. In relation to the clash in South Sudan that occurred in the same month, the SDF transported 4 Japanese nationals from South Sudan to Djibouti. In the annual multinational joint exercise Cobra Gold in Thailand in February 2016, a destroyer participated in this for the first time. In addition, since the response to the measures to rescue of Japanese nationals overseas require close coordination among the GSDF, MSDF and ASDF, a joint exercise was carried out on December 12th to 16th, 2016. The MOD annually holds the Tokyo Defense Forum. This forum invites Director Generals of defense authorities from many countries in the region, and at the 20th Forum in March 2016, participants exchange views on several topics, including their respective defense policies. Additionally, the Chief of Maritime Staff attended the Western Pacific Naval Symposium in April 2016. At At the Shangri-La Dialogue, held in June 2016, the Defense Minister held talks with the participating countries to exchange views on regional situations, including the South China Sea and defense cooperation, and to discuss the plans for strengthening future cooperation with other participating countries. In November 2016, the second ASEAN-Japan Defense Ministers' informal meeting was held in Laos, where the Defense Minister announced the Bianchang Vision with the full picture of the future direction of defense cooperation with the ASEAN as a whole, and the vision has been welcomed by all the ASEAN countries. Critically important to Japan, a maritime state, is to ensure safe maritime transport. This is the foundation for its peace and prosperity. In cooperation with the affected countries, the MOD and the SDF engage in anti-piracy operations in the waters off the coast of Somalia and in the Gulf of Aden, as well as promoting various initiatives, such as assistance for capacity building for those coastal states alongside the sea lanes to ensure maritime security, and making the most of various opportunities to enhance joint training and exercises in waters other than those in the immediate vicinity of Japan. The MSDF has consistently participated in multilateral mine countermeasures exercises in the waters around the Arabian Peninsula hosted by the US Navy since its first exercise in 2012. This includes its participation in the 4th International Mine Countermeasures exercise in 2016. In March 2016, Japan registered engineering units and staff officers with the Peacekeeping Capability Readiness System, which was launched by the United Nations so the UN headquarters will be able to more specifically grasp the registered items of each country regarding international peacekeeping activities. Responding to the needs of the United Nations mission in the Republic of South Sudan, the deployed SDF engineering unit commenced road development in the suburbs of Juba and carried out other development work jointly with the Bangladesh engineering unit in May 2016. Moreover, Defense Minister Inada visited the deployed SDF engineering unit in October. To support peacekeeping operations undertaken by African and other countries, the MOD and the SDF have dispatched SDF personnel as instructors to PKO centers in Africa and other areas to support these countries' self-help effort for peacekeeping activities. For the United Nations Project for Africa Rapid Deployment of Engineering Capabilities, the MOD dispatched personnel to the PKO Center in Kenya from June to July and from August to October 2016. The personnel provided training on operations of heavy equipment for a total of approximately 60 engineers from the Kenyan Defence Force, and the training was conducted for 8 weeks each time. Japan actively participates in international initiatives for arms control, disarmament and non-proliferation in regard to weapons of mass destruction, in the form of nuclear, chemical and biological weapons, as well as missiles as a means of delivery and associated technologies and materials.
大きく変動する国際情勢。そうした中で私たちの国、日本の領土、領海、領空を断固として守り抜くため、あらゆる事態を想定し、切れ目のない対応が必要です。防衛省自衛隊は国民の命と平和な暮らしを守り抜くために日本の防衛、国際平和に向けた幅広い活動をこれからも引き続き行っていきます。